Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I'd love it if you could subscribe. And if you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to be filming my update to the Power of Pan project. So this is a Fantastic Ladies Club Facebook group project and it was created by Nicke. But Nicke this year did ask me if I wouldn't mind being the lead for this round, which of course I said yes, because I absolutely love this project. I haven't filmed this in a few months now. I'm really not sure what update I'm up to, so it will be in the title of this video, but I feel like I have not updated this in such a long time. If you haven't watched my empties video, I did kind of mention a little bit in that, but life has been really hectic. I've had to prioritise things in life, and filming's kind of just had to take a bit of a backseat. But I'm really excited to be back to film all my updates, and this is the first one I want to film. So this goes from the 7th of October 2024 to the 7th of October 2025, and it's a Charmed themed project pan, which I absolutely love. Charmed, it is a show that I could watch over and over and over again. So when Nicke first created this project, I was absolutely going to join it, and I did last year, so this is the second round. So without further ado, let's get into it, because I do have a very exciting update. I'm aware I haven't definitely filmed this for 2 months, so there are a few things that are going to be rolling out. So I have 5 rollouts, which is very exciting. So I'm going to start at the top of my spreadsheet and work my way down. What I will say is there potentially could be some products on here that I might not have the exact usages of. I'm going forward, I'm going to use a separate app, and I'm going to, every time I use it, tally it up. I think it's much easier for me to do it that way, but also just because of the last 2 months I've used these products, but I might have not written down every single usage. If it means I've got a usage goal on some of these and I've maybe used it more than what I've said, I'm going to keep it in until I've actually made a record that I've used it that amount of times, if that makes sense. Just be aware that I might have used these products maybe a few more times than what I've written down. One thing I do want to mention before we get into the update though is, for this project, each prompt is an episode of season 1. It starts at episode 0, which was the unaired pilot, and then it goes up to episode 22. So there were 23 prompts in this project. Okay, now without further ado, let's get into it. So the first prompt I have is episode 4, and that is Dead Man Dating, a product that has a use by date. So I brought in quite a few sheet masks that had use by dates on them, and I only had 3 left, and I'm happy to report I was able to use all 3 of these products in the last 2 months. I want to say it was the last 2 months, it could have even been the last 3 months. I'm not sure, but I have used all of these products now. I'm a big fan of these sheet masks. The Century Retreat ones, I really do enjoy it. I used a few of these when I had a really bad migraine, which I did have quite a few over the last like 3 months, but fingers crossed and touch wood, I haven't had any recently. But I did use these when I had the migraine, and it didn't get rid of them completely, but they did really help to soothe it. I really do like these products. I do have one now though that is like a reusable one, which I'd much prefer to use that than these, which are single use, but these are really nice, and if I were to get them, I'd definitely use them again. Again, these were single use, so I didn't mark down my uses on that, but I have used all of those now. So that is my first rollout. The second prompt is episode 5, and that is Dream Sorcerer, a product you were influenced to buy. So I brought in my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Universe palette. I was definitely influenced to buy this from YouTube because everyone raved about Hourglass products, and specifically these palettes, and I'd not had one before. I'd not tried anything from Hourglass before this. So I actually got this as a Christmas gift off my fiance quite a few Christmases ago now actually. And I wanted to use it 10 times because I feel like I hadn't used it a huge amount. I mean, this looks practically new. Like, it really doesn't look used at all. I have used it in other projects, but I wanted to use it 10 times in this project, and I have now managed to get my 10 uses on that. So this is another one that is rolling out, and it's definitely going back into my collection. I do like it. It's not like my favourite formula, but I do think they are nice products. I like the blushes. What I did when I used it is I just mixed the blushes together And I also mixed these two together for a bronzer, and then this one as a powder. But I've got my 10 uses on that one now, and that is going back into my collection. So that is my second rollout. The next episode is episode 10, and that is Wicker Envy, a product you feel tricked by. And I brought in the Sleek Matte Me like lip cream in Shabby Chic. So this is what it looks like. I am scraping everything out of this that I can. I think potentially by next update I will have this one done. I've been using it every single time I've done my makeup. It's actually what I'm wearing today as well. It is a really beautiful lip colour. However, the reason I picked this was because I do feel like it looks a little bit different in the packaging to what it does on the lips. But I like it anyway. I like both of them, but I do feel like this does trick you a little bit into thinking this is what it looks like when it looks a bit different on the lips. So my goal is to finish this. In total, I've used it 41 times. I have tried to tally up every single time I've used it. I think I would have definitely used it more than 41 times, but it's fine. I've put 41 uses in for this project. I do think this is going to be one that will be done by next update. I'm not going to take stoppers out or anything because I have so many lip products I need to work through. So once I feel like this is just really not getting much out and it's dry, I'm then just going to call it an empty, which I do think will be next month, which is very exciting. Even though I do really enjoy this formula. I always have enjoyed this formula, but definitely after using it a lot more recently, this lasts so well throughout the day. It really does, and I don't have any more of these in my collection. I don't even know if Sleek do these anymore. But yeah, definitely do not need any more lip products for a long time. What I will say as well is I haven't started to use everything in this project yet either. I definitely need to start using the stuff though that I haven't yet, because I'm aware October is not that far away. The next episode is episode 11, and that is Feats of Clay, a product in a jar. So I brought in the Not Nude Vow Barrier Repair Overnight Mask. And my goal is to finish this, and I've used it 12 times up to now. And this is what it looks like. So again, another one I think I'm going to have done by next update. I think I'll have this done in like the next few days. But I wanted to film this update and get it up for you. So this I think will be another one that will be done by next update. Not a favourite. I feel like this takes a while to absorb into the skin, but I'm nearly done with that one now, so another empty hopefully by next update. The next episode is episode 15, and that is there a Woogie in the House, a product you banish from your collection. So I brought in the Molten Brown Fiery Pink Pepper Body Lotion, and the reason I banished this is just because packaging like this for body lotion, which is as thick as this, it's just a nightmare to try and get the product out. And as you can see, there is still some product left in there, but I cannot get it out. It is just such a thick body lotion, and this packaging just does not help. So I wanted to finish this. I have, but I've not put any uses down for this, but as you can see, I definitely have finished it. I think with my body lotions and like my body washes and things, if I put them into projects, I think I decided before I'm just not going to put usages on it. I usually forget, if I'm honest. So I think for things like this, I just won't put usages on, but yeah, I'll just visually show you where I'm at on the packaging and things. But yeah, this one is done. Not something I would get again. I much prefer the shower gels from Molten Brown than the body lotions. But that is my third empty. The next episode is episode 17, and that's 70's episode, a sentimental or gifted product. So I brought in the Huda Beauty Glowish bronzer. I got this from my sister and her boyfriend for Christmas one year, and my goal for this was to use it 20 times. This is what it looks like, and I did manage to get my 20 uses, and I really like this bronzer. I wasn't sure if this bronzer would work for me, but this looks really nice. But I will say with the Huda Beauty Glowish range, I've had the powder in it now, I've got the blush and the bronzer. It's definitely hard pressed, so this will take me forever to finish. It took me all last year to finish the powder, so this is going to take me a while to finish, but I only wanted to use it 20 times in this project, and I did, and this is definitely going back into my collection. I really do enjoy it. So that's my 4th rollout. And then next one is episode 18, when bad Warlocks turn good, a product with bad reviews but you like. So I brought in the Rimmel Lasting Radiance foundation, and my goal for this was to use it 20 times, and I have. I absolutely love this foundation. It has since been discontinued. However, I did find it on Look Fantastic, and I bought 2 bottles of it because I was like, I really don't want to be without this foundation. It's my favourite foundation to wear like when I'm going out anywhere, because I just feel like it gives good coverage, but it just looks really nice. So I'm so sad they've discontinued it. I'm hoping Look Fantastic keeps selling it, but I don't know. But I've got 2 more bottles now of this, which is good. I didn't want to finish this because this was the only one I did have, so I put it down for 20 uses, and I've now used my 20 uses. This, when I looked, it was less than 4 stars, and I was so surprised at that, because to me this is definitely a 5-star product. So yeah, I have got my uses on that, and that is going to go back into my collection. I think that's definitely one I'm going to finish this year. So that is my last rollout. So the next episode is episode 19, Out of Sight, and that is a product used on your eyes. So I brought in the Pestle and Mortar Recover Eye Cream. And I have down here, I've used it 79 times. Eye cream takes me forever to finish. However, I think I'm very close to having this one done, which I would think so after using it 79 times. But, actually I think I've used it a bit more than that. But yeah, I think I'm nearly done with this one now. I just don't know with eye creams. I don't want to say it's going to be done by next update, because I'm really not sure. But I'm hoping to have this one done soon, because I've been using it for a while. I definitely think I'll have this done before the finale. I'm just going to keep using it. And then last but no means least, I have episode 21, and that is Love Hates, a product you have a love-hate feeling for. So I brought in the NARS Cream Bronzer in Laguna 01, and I seriously have a love-hate relationship with this product. At the moment, I'm loving it. This is what it looks like. At the moment, I'm loving it, and I just find it blends really easy. I'm wearing it today. The way that I apply this is I get my brush, I like take off the excess on my hand, and then I literally just swirl it on like my cheeks. And I just feel like it looks really nice. But then other times I just feel like I can't work with this product. So yeah, I definitely have a love-hate relationship with this. At the moment, like I said, I'm loving it. I wanted to use this one 20 times. I've used it 16 times up to now. So I have 4 more uses. This is the only bronzer I'm using at the moment. So I will definitely get my uses on this by next update. So that is my update. I do have 2 products I've still not used at all. And I've got 3 I've not used at all. I think I can definitely start using one by next update. I'm just not sure on the other ones. But for next update, I do think I can have 3 rollouts, because I really do think that this lipstick is going to be done by next update, because I've worn it so much. And even today when I was putting it on, I really have to scrape as much as I can just to even get a lip, like to get a full application. So I think by next update I will have 3 rollouts, which I'm really pleased about. And I'm really pleased I was able to finish 5 in the last 3 months as well. So if you enjoyed this, please do give it a thumbs up, and it means the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And please let me know below if you're doing this project, because I'd love to come over and support you. But until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.